This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented to you by Bird Dog Shorts. Dominate summer with an amazing pair of shorts and a free Yeti-style tumbler when you order over at birddogs.com/pool. That's birddogs.com/pool. All right, D-Gens, welcome back. It's your boy, Boston Capper with the God of Golf himself, Steve Schirmer, for the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Best bets and predictions. I think we got some live stuff. I got a couple of rando tales of the British Masters. And this is Steve's last betting show. Sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not forever. Just for like, a month, maybe a week or so. So Vegas is setting the line of my return to the BMW Championship.
I like it.
Which is, I think, second week of August. So, but the juice is unfortunately on the over. So it might be like last year where you said that you were just not going to do Tour Championship content, and I said, "Oh hell no, you are!" And then I showed up and just yelled about the Tour Championship and yelled at you and yelled at the Delaware hotel meeting that ended up meeting absolutely nothing 7 months later. So, listen, tonight, the betting show is going to be basically the old country buffet betting shows. We got a little bit of everything. We got Rocket Mortgage Classic. We got LIV. You got British Masters. I got some weird, crazy prop because this is my last betting show for a little bit. Might as well go big or go home. So I am very excited to break it down and get into a couple fights with you about a couple players that you think stink. It's just going to be a classic golf gambling podcast episode tonight.
Love it. Well, it's like funny. I told my wife last night, I was like, fuck. I walked in and I was like, I got to fucking start lining up guests because Steve's last show is tomorrow. She's like, what do you mean his last show is tomorrow? I was like, his fucking last show is tomorrow. She's like, why aren't you more upset? I was like, oh, it's just because he's having the baby. She's like, oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the show would end. I mean, we're a package.
That's what I
told
her. I was like, I just wouldn't do it anymore. She's like, what do you mean you wouldn't do it anymore? I was like, I wouldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, well, I declared on Discord the other day that if Keegan won, you're going to be way too sad to continue with the show. At that point, the show's over because you go, I go.
Yeah, no, but I'm happy for the Ryder Cup thing, and he's my boy. So like, if I don't win money on him, like, I'm happy.
Well, before
you weren't able. God, you weren't able to see what I sent Cam because you're not on the Twitter Spaces, but. So Keegan took the actual Travelers trophy, which he's not supposed to take. He's only supposed to take a replica. And he's like, I got a message for the Travelers. And he cut in the scene for Ben Affleck in the town when he's talking to the florist. He's like, listen, you know where I live if you want to come around. And he spits off the address. He's like, you can come get it if you want it. And I was like, yeah, Keegan, fuck yeah, baby.
That's pretty good. How do you feel about him drinking Sam Adams out of the trophy, though?
I mean, whatever, dude.
Yeah. Seems like there's probably a better view.
I don't think it was actually. Did he say it was Sam Adams? It was the stupid Golf Digest guy who thought it was Sam Adams, or he was even just saying it was Sam Adams because
I don't know. It's clickbait. That's what they all ran with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The only New England beer I drink is Harpoon. Was it
Harpoon? I think. Harpoon is the big brewery there.
It's a big one. It's not the biggest. It's good. Like I like their IPA.
Craft, yeah.
Yeah. So and then I used to drink Sam. I used to drink like Narragansett, which is fucking trash beer. Mm-hmm. Like some Sam's good. Like the summer ale's okay every once in a while. I used to love the winter lager, but then my taste buds changed. I can't drink that shit no more.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was in college, Sam Adams was a treat, and this was before the IPAs and we were trying to infuse rose petals into pilsners and stuff like that. Disgusting. And now Sam Adams is definitely a run of the mill beer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's domestic in most bars.
Oh, of course it is.
It used to not be. They used to be like, hey, so domestics, does that include Sam? They'd be like, no. I was like, okay, well,
it's premium.
I'll take the Miller Lite.
Yeah, we would never use Sam Adams for beer pong. It would always be Keystone Light. But the Sam Adams, though, that was the celebration beer.
That's right.
That's right. There you go. Good All right. With that, why don't we take our first break? And then we actually get into our betting cards, our crazy betting cards of the week.
I mean, you keep saying crazy. Mine's pretty fucking normal. Listen, bird dogs, man. I've been talking to you guys about these for weeks now. It's about to turn July 4th. So you're going to need a good pair of shorts, whether you're going to the beach, whether you're going to watch fireworks, you're dragging your kids down to the beach or on some long weekend vacation. And they make you look good. And they do the same exact thing Lululemon does, but they fit better. They're not made of stiff, restricted cotton. They use cloud knit fabric that looks just like khaki, but stretches. So it makes you feel better. Plus, they use anti-stink, sweat, wicking fabric, which is the only way to have shorts, especially if you live in a hellhole state like Florida, like I do in the summertime. It's an absolute swamp down here. They call it that for a reason. It's miserably hot. You need shorts like this. So if you live down here, you live anywhere where you want to look good and feel good, go to birddogs.com/pool, enter promo code POOL for a free Yeti style tumbler with your order. That's birddogs.com/pool for a free Yeti style tumbler. You won't want to take your bird dogs off. We promise.
Okay, there we go. All right. Outright bets. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I mean, I'll just give you the one guy that I have that's under 60-1. How's that?
Okay. Let's go. Lay it on me, big boy.
So I was going to bet Ricky, like I said. And then the number, I still could have got him at a 16. And then he went to 14. I just can't do it. If Ricky wins, I'll be happy, just like I was happy for Keegan. Like,
if you're gonna, hold on. If you're going to bet at 16, what's the difference between 16 and 14?
Because Morikawa's at 16, and I just like Morikawa's approach play better, and I think he can have a spike putting week.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, that's just basically it. I'm just choosing Morikawa over Fowler. Plus, everybody's fucking on him. And I know I said I was going to try to mush Narrative Street by putting money on him, but that never works when you do it on purpose. So I'm just going to go about how I would normally bet and take Kawa. And his approach game, really, really solid. I don't know. We'll see if the putter works. I was impressed by him at least grinding back on Friday. And like we said, he was in the mix a couple weeks before that too. So yeah, fuck it, man. Like, it's a shitty field. Give me the best, if not the best, top 2 or 3 approach players in this field.
Well, he's definitely the best player, approach player in the field. Definitely the best player under 150 in this field. Let me ask you a question though. Are you subconsciously trying to set up you motherfucking him on Thursday and Friday, like you have for the last 3 months, about him having a fake open and fake wins and kind of soft? And
so you gotta.
Is this what you do? Because you do this a lot, by the way.
So you got to remember, man, like I try to have a short memory with betting, other than guys who have like really, really hurt me, or like guys I really, really dislike. I don't dislike Morikawa, right? Like he hasn't done anything where I'm like, fuck that dude.
We can go back through our text messages.
You know what I mean?
That is not true.
No. Like a real fuck you, not like a regular like fuck you for blowing my first round leader, or fuck you for this. Like a real like I fucking like I despise you. You know what I mean? Like I just don't like anything about you. There's only a handful of golfers on that, and even then I'll still bet them every once in a while. But yeah, I try not to let my biases go. And dude, this is such a fucking coin flip. Like I don't know, anything can happen here. I'll take Morikawa. You know, whatever, man. I'll take who I think is probably the best golfer in the field at this point at 16, when the best golfers have been 6 to 8 to 1. So fuck it, we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, I also had Morikawa at 18 to 1, by the way. So I beat you on the number.
Oh, shocking. Yes.
I mean, look, I think I tipped my hand last night with Morikawa. His putting has been better lately. This myth that he can't get to 20 under to win. Well, he should have won Kapalua. He finished second to Summit Club. So he definitely is capable of doing that. Obviously, great from under 150. Couple wins on bent POA surfaces. Yeah, I think with how I think there's evidence the last 3 weeks that Morikawa is on the verge of doing something really good. And a couple of his wins have come when he hasn't had any form anyways, like before the Open, before Concession, before Workday when he won that. So he definitely doesn't need form in order to win. So, yeah, Morikawa is the first guy on my card this week.
Like it. All right. What are some other shorter guys you got?
Well, Max Homa, 21 to 1.
So gross. How can you have Morikawa and Homa? 14 and 21. Well, everybody else better be a long shot.
Well, I only have 4 guys on my card, and the other 2 are above 50.
Fine.
Gross.
Max Homa.
All right.
Sucks. Stinks.
Right, fine. Why does he stink? Here you go.
Because he's ahead of Keegan in the Ryder Cup standings. It's so facto he's now my enemy. That's it.
Okay.
I told you this last night.
So is Patrick Cantlay. I guess he's
fuck Patrick Cantlay. I always hate him.
Okay. I guess that was a bad retort.
That's like, what is that? Like, of course I don't like Patrick Cantlay. So, I mean, all right, so let's take a look, right? So, obviously, he putts really well on POA. I know it's a POA mix, but I read a couple things where it's actually more Poa, right? Am I right
Yeah,
about that?
it is. Well,
So
you heard me say it on Sunday. It's 80%.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so that's where it came from. So look, I mean, obviously that's an advantage for him. You know, he wasn't horrific last week or even the week before that, right? Bad around the green. You're dead around here if you're missing around the green anyway. I don't know. He's been pretty neutral off the tee for the most part. I don't know, man. He just, I mean, I know you said Silverado derp, but I think I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see this as a Homa course. I just don't see it. And I told you, like, I think I'm just done. I'm just playing him at Homa courses.
Okay. I mean, I see a course where he makes a lot of birdies. He can do that. I see a course where he can, hit his short irons really good. I see a course where he's had spike putting weeks. I'll take Homa. I mean, did you think this place was a Tony Finau course before he won last year?
It's a fair point. Fair point.
So I'll go with Max Homa at that price.
I mean, I guess I did because I bet him that week. So yes, I did think it was a Tony Finau course.
Oh, that is true. You did. Okay.
I mean, I might have gotten lucky, but yes, normally I would not make this a Finau course in my brain.
That is probably true. I mean, well, hold on. You bet Finau back to back?
Did I have him the first? I didn't think I had him
because he won 3M first, and then he won Rocket Morris the next week.
I think I had him at Rocket, not the 3M. Okay. Maybe it was backwards.
All right, interesting. Well, I wasn't on those shows, so that could have happened.
I'll have to go back and listen. Maybe I had him on the 3M and not the Rocket, because I don't think I was betting back-to-back winners.
That you probably weren't.
Yeah, I bet you I had him at the fucking 3M.
Yeah, I think you did.
That makes more sense.
Okay, that does make more sense. All right, so
we got American Wasp asking questions. Did we already talk about Fowler? We could talk about Fowler, and then BK.
We kind of already did, right?
Yeah, yes, kind of. And then BK's in here because he's not doing a show this week. He's taking this week off. He took the wrong week off, BK. It's John Deere week. You got to take off, brother.
Yeah. BK, have you seen the field of John Deere?
He's sad because he said he was going to retire from golf if his first round leader was taken by Danny McCarthy.
Oh no, he was on Keegan last week for first round leader.
He was.
Oh boy. Oh BK, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, dude. I know you missed out on the outright, but I didn't know about the first round leader there.
He said it. He took a great fucking. He's so good at Twitter. I wish I was good at Twitter. He took a picture of himself like in a hoodie in the shower, just getting fucking rained on. I fucking laughed for like 10 minutes. It was fucking great.
You know, at least you won that. At least
that's right.
That BK. Okay.
He won the Twitter.
All right, so we're both on Morikawa. I have Homa as well, and now we're going north of 50. So, well, you're going north of 60.
Yes. Well, it's right on the button. Right on the button.
Okay. All right. You want me to go with my 55 to 1 guy then?
Yeah, get your 55.
Okay. Steven Yeager 55 to 1. And
okay.
It just seems like every week something in his game has been just horrible. But he's had some spike off the tee weeks lately. He's had some spike iron weeks lately. He's had some spike parting weeks lately. He's been pretty good from under 150, decent birdie rates. And he did well last year with a 5th place finish. So I'll take Yeager 55 to 1. He's added some distance. And apparently, if that's the bomber narrative that everybody's going to go with this week, fine. That satisfies that criteria. So 55 to 1 on Steven Yeager. There you go.
That was such a begrudging. Fine. I'll play along with your stupid fucking.
I mean, Steven Yeager 55 to 1 is gross. But hey, it's kind of a gross week.
Yeah, listen, I know Morikawa sucks, BK. I'm just listen, man. It just is what it is at this point. Like, whatever. I'm gonna bet loses every fucking week. So it is what it is.
All right.
Yeager, fuck out of here. Yeager's not winning this fucking thing.
He might. All right. Which 60 guys?
Neither are my guys. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Which 60 to 1 loser are you gonna bet next?
Smalley.
He's not winning. Smalley's definitely not winning.
So he's trending in the right direction. His irons in his approach game are fucking.
Did you listen to anything I said last night?
I did, and that's why I was like, you know what? Let me dig in a little deeper. Let me see if I can go the other way. And look at that, I could. Yeah, I mean, look, he's trending in the right direction. He was a guy that we were betting at tougher fields at this fucking number.
Okay.
Just nothing. I mean, top 25 now at T10 at the Travelers. That was a tough thing. His putter is fucking negligible, is what you want with him. His irons are definitely are definitely trending right, and that's what you want here. And he's mediocre here, or not mediocre here, but mediocre like 150 to 125. And let me pull it up. Like, I mean, he's in the top. He's in the top third.
He's actually pretty bad under 150.
No, sir, not in 36 rounds. I don't care about your 9-year fucking average.
Oh, okay.
I don't care about your 9-year average.
So in the last like 9 shots he's hit, he's been good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
All right. Okay.
It's better than what happened 9 years ago, which has no matter. It's like these football announcers or baseball announcers. They're like, well, back in 1987 when these two teams met, it's like it doesn't fucking matter what they did 10 years ago. It makes no fucking matter. So
okay. All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck with Alex Smollett.
Oh yeah, this one's on fire. But I almost did it out of spite, I think, because I knew it was your last show.
Okay. All right. Finish out the rest of your card. Who else you got?
So I only got 2 other guys. We said it last night. You said you looked at it and acknowledged it and moved past it. It was still hanging at 110 today. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, Ches Reavie, man. I don't give a shit. He just came in second. Obviously, he didn't get hot with his putter. He did it for 3 days, not 4. But 110 for a guy who almost won an elevated event last week. Yeah, I think he's mispriced in DK. Although I think he's probably better outright than a DK play. But yeah, I mean, I know his course history here is not great, right? Like, I mean, I think he's got cut here the last 2 times he's played. And he's a putter guy. But, dude, he's 110 to 1. In second, last week. He's fine. Who else am I going to bet down here at 110? Who cares? They're all fucking whatever. He's okay. I mean, dude, his fucking irons were good last week, which is shocking. He's shitty off the tee, but it don't matter here. So, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, Reavie should be good at this track. Especially with how well he's been putting lately. And it just hasn't really panned out for him. I mean, he has had problems with the putter for the last couple of years or so.
Yeah.
So maybe
I know that was isn't that so crazy? That's what we always used to say about Reavie. He just couldn't fucking putt, and now all he can do is fucking putt.
Yeah, that and hit wedges. So, all right, that's not bad. All right, who's the last guy on your card?
And then I'm just a complete fucking square, and I'm going back to Doug Gim. He looked good, man. He's trending right. I don't give a shit. He's 125. He's 125 to 1. Like, it doesn't matter. It's 125 to 1. If he ends up hitting, fucking great. He's definitely excuse me. He's definitely trending in the right direction. Like, everything looks good. He's doing everything well. But it's Doug Gim. I know he's not going to win. But at 125 to 1, I think it's just a fucking misprice when you got scrubs at fucking 65 to 1 and guys who legitimately have no shot at winning. Like, Gim at least has a kind of a shot to win. Like, if he keeps doing what he's doing in a weak field like this, I can see him on Sunday. Maybe he melts on Sunday, but maybe at least give me the sweat on 125 to 1, like all those guys who had like 301 Reedy tickets did last week.
Yeah. I mean, look, Doug Gim has had a whopping 3 opportunities over the last 2 years to win an event. So, yeah. I definitely can understand just flocking to Doug Gim. All
right, fine. So how many times has Shank been in the mix? Fucking at 70 to 1.
Actually, Shank has been in the mix 9 times. I actually looked at Shank hard this week.
Dude, everything looks like he's gonna be good. I think I just cut him from my year long. He just he stinks. He missed the last 2 cuts.
Here's the thing with him. He does his birdie rates suck, and he sucks under 150. I really, really, really wanted to bet Adam Shank because he has been close, like at Colonial and Innisbrook, but that's not really these places. And I ended up passing on him. So what's funny is I don't know if they were talking about Shank prior because now I have the StreamYard and a different thing. So I was looking at my stats. So I randomly picked Shank out and then I pulled it back up and fucking Brian was talking about you're missing on Shank. And then Matt Gannon had the correct response. Shank has a negative chance because he fucking stinks. All right. Well, I only have one more guy on my card. I bet Hadwin 75 to 1. So the iron play's been really good lately. Really good putter on Bent Poa. He has a 4th place finish here. Couple good results at places like Summerlin and Silverado, where you hit a lot of birdies there. The putter hasn't been all that good the last few tournaments, but before that, he was putting really well. So I feel like if he has the iron game kind of trending in the right direction, can get on a surface, he's been really good putting on at a track where he's had a top 10 before. 75-1 for Adam Hadwin for a guy who's been around the block. A lot of these guys when popping up it for like big favorite winners have a little bit of win equity, a little bit of, they're veterans kind of. So that kind of fits the profile of a guy who would win this type of event out of kind of nowhere. So Hadwin 75 to 1. That's the last guy on the card.
Yeah, perfectly fine with that.
Okay. All right.
And he's actually Canadian, unlike Patrick Rogers, apparently.
Yes, I had to give you a little geography lesson last night on that. All right, well,
I'm good at geography. I'm just bad at identifying people. I thought Kokrak was from Texas. He's actually from Canada.
That's true.
Yeah. Thought, yeah.
I don't care we should play Canadian or not then with you.
Yeah, I'm really bad at identifying Canadians because they mix in very easily. They're very sneaky. They're gonna take over at some point.
All right, we're gonna
Canadian Bacon. Do you remember that movie?
Yes, I do remember that movie.
Okay,
so,
all right.
I mean, when I come back for the Tour Championship, we're gonna need something to talk about because there's only 4 guys who can actually win the Tour Championship based on the stupid bullshit format they run out. So maybe we'll play Canadian or not with Boston Capper to fill about 5 minutes of airtime.
Michael Bublé is Canadian. I know that.
He is. He is. I think
that's right.
So yeah. All right. Let's say
we're before the ad read. I can't want to drop the F bomb during the ad read. Rory fucked me last weekend. Needed him to finish top 5, and he came up a stroke short. Welcome to betting on Rory, sir. Nothing but a fucking disappointment.
Yeah. American Wasp. Our support meeting is every Wednesday for guys who get boned by Rory, and it was a very crowded meeting last week. So come join. It's a safe space.
So this guy's from Wellesley. I think he's trying to tell me he went to Roxbury Latin. I'm assuming that's what RL means. So I'm from Brockton, and Brockton and Quincy.
Okay. All right.
So
want to take a quick break and then we'll
sure,
some other stuff.
Yep. Yes, absolutely. All right. We're brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Best Ball Mania 4 is here, and Underdog Fantasy is giving away $15 million in prizes. Underdog Pick'em is also a great way to get down on your favorite MLB and NFL season player props. So many ways to win over an Underdog, and Underdog is available in so many states. Head over to UnderdogFantasy.com and use promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit bonus up to $100. That's UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN.
Okay. All right. Let's go over matchups that you just fade everything I pick.
Yeah.
So
Pam Anderson is Canadian. I fucking
okay. All right.
About that.
Why don't I go first with my first matchup? So
Steve's so annoyed. Keep the comments coming to keep the show off the rails to irritate Steve.
Try to keep it on the rails for the last show for a little bit. All right. My first matchup that you should fade immediately. So look, I actually kind of like both guys. I like Justin Suh. I like Thomas Dietrich this week. I just don't trust Dietrich though. And he's really up and down. Like he should be a lot better. He should be a good course fit for this place, but I'm just going to take Justin Suh, a guy who can actually make a putt. So I'll take Suh -110 over Dietrich. That's the first matchup.
Fine. I'm fine with it. I guess Dietrich's my guy, but he's not going to win. He never wins. That's Dietrich. He just doesn't fucking win. My first matchup, super easy. I always pick a matchup at the top. That way I know it's going to be at least on fucking TV. So I can sweat it. So I took Morikawa, who's even money over Tony Finau. Morikawa's irons are far and away better than Finau's right now. I mean, it's fucking insane. Like it's crazy. Like his irons really have fallen off. Never mind his putter. Like Tony Finau was so good with his irons up until like the last, like, what do you say, like 4 weeks, would you say?
Yeah, and then kind of fell off the map. Remember when we were saying he was the best iron player in the world?
Right? And now he's so like whatever. Give me
it was like when Daniel Berger was the best iron player in the world for a little bit, and we all were like, I mean, in actuality, if my life was depending on it, I would not let Daniel Berger hit an iron shot for me.
Yeah, I agree. So, and listen, I'm getting even money. Like, fine, fuck it, give it to me all day long. And that's what I always look for in those matchups. I look for the plus money or even money. And yes, American, yes, Brockton has way more street cred than fucking Wellesley. I have scars all over my body to prove it.
Okay. All right. So my second matchup is a guy who our producer really likes. It's one of his boys. Sam Bennett's in a matchup against Webb Simpson. And I kind of like Sam Bennett for this week. I mean, he drives it really well. In order to get a lot of birdie opportunities, you got to be in the fairway. Really good putter, too. So, yeah, his iron play has been a little deficient so far, but he's been okay from under 150. So, kind of like Sam Bennett a little bit this week. And he's paired up against just cooked, dead Webb Simpson. And I'm sorry. Like, I'm just not going to back Webb, even though 10 years ago, this could be a golf course for him. He's actually done well at this place, but I'll take Sam Bennett, who I think is on the ascension. I like him for a fifth this place over Webb, who at best probably finishes like T52.
Yeah, I like that. I actually like that. The corpse of Webb Simpson. We talking about that off the air or on the air last night? I can't fucking remember.
Probably last night. Yeah, we talked about a lot of guys last night.
Yeah. And so fine, BK, you want it's fine. $100. Fucking you want fucking Tony Finau over Colin. That's fine. $100. Straight up. I won't even charge you the juice. Fucking coward. Keep losing money to me. That's what all these bets do. Head to heads. Let's go.
Okay. All right. What's your next head to head then?
So I need to get on Ludwig somehow. And I'm not betting him to win outright, period. At this number. Like I'll catch him at a deeper number at some point. And so he's only laying -115 over Chris Kirk. We talked about him last night. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? He's missed his last 3 cuts. He should play well here. I'm going to take the young kid who's a stud versus the recovering alcoholic who somehow stumbled into a win and has since not played well. Yep.
Okay.
Saw the grimace, knew it would come. That was the reaction
because I've used that argument as a way to support Chris Kirk on this show. We are always supportive of people who are in recovery from addiction.
Yes, absolutely. Dude, definitely. I've been to rehab.
Yeah. So look, I unfortunately though, it seems like he's picked up Jason Day's playbook of getting the win and then just mailing it in because he has his tour card for the next 2 years. So
back on the sauce too. The way he's playing, you don't know. You know what I mean?
Allegedly, let's not throw that around. So, all right. So my third match,
BK booked the bet. I want that on record. He's taking Finau over Morikawa. All
right. So my third matchup it's just a blanket fade, and I'm going to go back to the well of just blindly fading Akshay Bhatia, who everybody seems to love, and I'm just going to update just the ledger for you. So. His best results this year have all come in past Palom at the Bahamas Grand Exuma, the Great Abaco, in Puerto Rico, at Corrales, and Mexico Open. And then these are his results on everywhere that's not past Palom. You got T68, cut, 56, T43rd, cut, T46, cut, T49, cut. So I'm just going to go back to the well again with this and just say that, look, until Akshay Bhatia can actually play in a place that isn't past Palom, fade the shit out of him in any matchup.
I like it.
Okay, there you go.
I like it.
All right, what's your last one?
I got 4.
Okay, then do 4.
All right, so I took Smalley over Taylor Moore. Look, I think I still have Taylor Moore on my year-long team. I just don't think he's right. I think since he won, he's just kind of fucking milled it in. He has not looked good his last 3 weeks, and even at the PGA. I'll throw out a major for him. But yeah, I mean, everything is down, man. Everything is down for him, and it's really not close. It's like he looks like he's lost it, and he's a guy who looked like he's lost it before, and it takes him a while to kind of pull out of that tailspin. And like I said, I like Smalley this week just for the fact that look, I mean, sometimes you look at DK and the betting market for a little difference, and Smalley is definitely moving in the right direction compared to him, and it's -105. So yeah, basically fucking even money. I'll take that all day.
Okay. All right. You want to move on to positionals?
Oh, my last one. Gim.
Last one.
Yeah, I wanted to get Gim on my card again because I don't actually think he's gonna fucking win. Oh shit, I have him on another spot too. I'm too in on Gim this week.
You are that's not a good thing to be over leveraged.
It's one of those things where like you look and you're like, oh fuck, like I'm writing down my bets, I'm pulling up the books, and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh shit, he's here too. One of those. But anyway, so I got Gim over Brandon Wu. Whatever. You look good too.
Ouch. I like Brandon Wu this week.
I think he's fine. Like I just think Gim's gonna play better. His worst putting surface is Poa. He did not putt well last week, missed the cut, played well at RBC when he gained 7 strokes putting. He has these spikes putting weeks, but they look like they come every 3 or 4 weeks. And other than that, he played well at Mexico. Like, I don't know. Like, I just think Gim is going to play better. So I fucking did it. Same thing. It's fucking even money. So that's what I'm looking for in those matchups. So where I view it as slightly better than a coin flip. If I'm getting even money, then so be it.
Okay, look, listen, I will grant you that Brandon Wu's worst surface is Ben Poa, but you know who's worse? Doug Gim.
So, listen, don't let facts get in the way of my argument.
I'm you know what? Listen, nobody's going to be able to check you for about a month or so. So I got to get this in when I can.
Don't worry. Whenever you text me, I'll always come back on the show and be like, Steve angrily texted me about.
Yes, and it'll be at 3:15 in the morning after I've been puked on for the 4th time in an hour.
Exactly.
So. All right. Positionals. Why don't you go first with some top 20s or top 10?
Yeah. So my top 20s, I mean, look, they're all pretty simple. So I bet our producer's boy, Carson Young, at plus 350, no dead heat, top 20. He should play well here. He's top 20, 2 of his last 4, 2 of his last 5, much weaker field. Plotters definitely can and go here, and he can definitely make a bunch of birdies. So I think, plus 350 is perfectly fine for him. Gim, for all the reasons I said already, plus 250. Then I took 2 safe ones, knock on wood. You know what I mean by safe. I took Decky at minus 135. I think his approach play, even with poor putting in this field, I feel like he should be able to contend and at least get me a top 20. And then Sanjay, felt like I almost wanted to bet him outright. I had a 22 on him. I don't know. I was debating between him and Morikawa. So I just took him top 20. I took him top 10. Sanjay in his top 10 as well. So that's my only top 10 though.
Okay. All right. I also have the Sanjay top 20. He kind of showed a little bit last week. I'm not sure what the hell happened after Korea. Maybe he's starting to shake that off a little bit. This should be a golf course, should be good for him. I mean, he has a top 10 here, one in a place like Summerlin, pretty good like Kapalua, good at Caves Valley, a bunch of other birdie fests there too. So I like Sanjay. And then Max Homa top 20. I think he's going to have a solid finish. I think you are just bitter about the fact that he is sitting one spot ahead of Keegan.
Yeah.
And
he's not going to be there after this weekend, sir. You'll see.
Okay, well, maybe that's because Homa finishes 9th and Keegan finishes 8th, and then they overtake each other. I don't know. So, however the hell the Ryder Cup points. So, all right. So, just some other stuff too. Listen, as last show for a while, kind of expanded the card a little bit, trying to jam as many of my guys I can for this tournament. So, backing up the outright with Steven Yeager, top 30 plus 140 for all the reasons I said before. Even if he doesn't win, I think this is a good golf course for him. I've seen enough lately where I feel like he's hit a lot of ceilings. Showings in some different areas, and if you can all kind of put it together, maybe it'll be a decent finish. And then top 40s, got to get my boy Ludwig on the card, plus 115 for a top 40 for him. Love that dude. Henrik Stenson is out. Ludwig is in, is my favorite Swedish boy toy that I love. So I'll have him for the next 25 years. It'll be great. Brandon Wu, as I just mentioned, top 40 at him, plus 140. I understand that the bent Poa putting is not that good, but he's shown some spike weeks in putting in general lately, so that's encouraging for me. Pretty decent birdie rates as well. Pretty good in some other comp courses I looked at. So Brandon Wu, top 40 plus 140 there. I don't love the fact that Mark Hubbard is so chalky in DFS, and then I have going to the top 40 on him, but he's just really good at these types of courses. He's got a T12 here. Pretty good in some other types of tracks. He's been finishing a lot in the top 40 lately. I think like 5 of his last 8 tournaments have been inside the top 40. I'm getting plus 150 on that. Nate Lashley, going back to the well with him, he hit his irons pretty good last week, just didn't putt very well. He's a good putter in general, especially on bent Poa, so maybe he can bounce back for a top 40 plus 180. Carson Young, I found plus 220 for a top 40. So
that's nice.
That. Yeah, I figured why not? I'm going to be getting 15 texts a day about Carson Young. Might as well actually have a bet on him if I'm going to receive.
Listen, if you guys
updates,
there is
Carson.
I mean, I worry about our producer's health if something happens to Carson Young. And I just feel bad for like whatever girl he was interested in like high school. Like he was like, must have been like insane stalker. Like I know he's been with his old lady forever. So I don't know if it was just like he tied her up and kidnapped her in the trunk and like made notes every day and like followed her to the house and held the radio up like old school style. And like she just finally, I don't know, was chloroformed into marrying him. I'm not quite sure. But once he becomes obsessed with you, it is full Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro, the fan style.
Yeah. See, I was thinking it was more Mark Wahlberg, Cape Fear level of obsession with Carson Young at this point, because they got together and it got great, but then Mark Wahlberg kind of turned a little violent.
Just a tad.
Just a
Wahlberg, by the way, and I'm sure Wasp can agree with me in this chat. Wahlberg is the worst Bostonian fucking ever. Like scumbag, absolute scumbag. Hate Mark Wahlberg. Donnie's fine. The hamburger guy's okay, but Mark Wahlberg, complete fucking dick.
Mark Wahlberg stinks. We agree there. All right.
Stinks.
And then Harry Hall, top 40 plus 240. Great birdie rates. Great wedge player, really good at these types of events. So just go with my guy. Add him this week in my season-long team. By the way, Ludwig apparently was available in our league. I'm not sure how the hell that happened and how the hell
I don't know how I missed him. Yeah, I missed him. I took fucking Harry Hall instead because I'm lazy. I stopped scrolling. And you know what's funny? I saw Kenny Kim on Twitter today being like, I went looking for Ludwig and fucking Steve got him. And then Tybo said the same thing. So like you snaked him from like all of us. I was too stupid to realize he was farther down on the list. Like I was like, oh fuck it, he must be gone.
Well, the bad thing about how they categorize it is it's based on total points, not points per game.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I missed him too. And then I clicked that little button. I'm like, oh, there's Ludwig. So I didn't expect that I would actually get him, but apparently no one else picked him up. So did that. All right. Do you have any other tournament props for this event, or can I just go with my stupid throw your money away made cut parlay?
Yeah, let's fucking go.
All right. So why not? Let's have a little fun with this. 10 guys. Let's go with Morikawa, Sungjae, Hideki, Homa, Jaeger, Ludwig, Eckroat, because it would be funny if Eckroat busted when everybody's on him. Like that's the one guy that blows it. So I want to include him. Yep. Hadwin, Straka, Brandon Wu, 23-1.
That's 11 guys, isn't it?
It's 10 guys.
How much? 23-1?
23-1. Listen, throw a unit on it and see what happens.
Throw $20 on it and see what happens.
There you go. So
there's like 5 guys in there. We're gonna bust it though.
All right. So which guys are gonna bust it then?
Homa, number 1.
Okay.
He's gonna eject on Thursday.
It's definitely gonna be Eckroat.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's uber check.
28% Eckroat is probably gonna be miscut.
Oh yeah, not only that, like what is his number open at and got steamed down to fucking like 30 or 35? He's at now.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow in the Final Thoughts show. His number went down a lot.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah,
coward books. I wish the circuit would be in every state. So
actually, on FanDuel, he opened at 33, which is nuts, which is crazy.
The cowards anyway.
Yeah. All right. So you think Holman? Yeah, I think so too. But you know what? Why not? We'll see what happens. So
yeah.
All right. British Masters.
Yes.
You have a couple bets?
Yeah, I'm taking Moronk because he's good. And it's 16-1. And then remember Jordan Smith?
Of course I remember Jordan Smith.
Yeah. So I forgot about him until I saw Bearhoff was betting him. And I was like, oh yeah, I used him in DFS last year a few times. And he was 22-1.
Yeah, the Scottish Open when I recommended him. And I think he missed the cut by 8.
That sounds correct. Correct. But whatever. I'm just tailing Bearhoff's, 2 of Bearhoff's picks, just 2 of the lower guys. And then I'll see what 2 other guys put out. And I'll see if I add anything to it.
Okay. All right. We are going to do a quick LIV Valderrama preview. So Valderrama Golf Club.
Oh, real quick. Can I ask if you've heard about this yet? You see that the President's Cup's going back to Australia?
I did not. To Royal Melbourne?
Yeah. I don't know if it's Melbourne. I'll pull it up while you talk. I'll pull it up.
Well, that would be sweet.
That's awesome.
I mean, not great for our sleep schedules, but that would be
Sleep's
sweet.
overrated. You can sleep when you're dead. I almost died, so I don't want to sleep.
That is true. I actually had my newborn kid around that time, so I was perfectly happy staying up till 3 a.m. and watching the President's Cup and getting really mad at my TV for the first 2 days as the USA was awful for him. All right, so Valderrama. So this is a Robert Trent Jones design, really short, 6,900 yards. Honestly, it's kind of a bad golf course. They call it the Augusta National of Spain. It's pretty terrible. Like literally, it is just tight, tree lined, short, small greens. There's some decent undulation to the property though. But basically what I did was I looked at a couple other golf courses that have some Robert Trent Jones in them. Because honestly, if you play one Robert Trent Jones, they're kind of all the same. So Silverado had some Robert Trent Jones in it. Detroit Golf Club got some Robert Trent Jones in it. Wilmington Country Club, a little bit of Robert Trent Jones in that too. I also looked at Harbortown too. Honestly, if you can probably play well at Harbortown, you can play well at this place. Matthew Fitzpatrick won at Valderrama, I think 2 years ago. He's won at Harbortown. So I got some Harbortown, Robert Trent Jones style connections to my LIV bets this week. So you said you only had one though, right?
Yep.
All right. So who'd you
take a stab?
Okay. So who did you bet?
Yeah, take a stab at who I bet. Take a wild guess.
Cam Smith.
There you go. Cam Smith, 8-1. And it's going back to Kingston Heath. It's in Melbourne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good Australian golf course. All right. I support that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. I don't give a shit. Cam Smith's gonna win something. I'm betting him at the fucking Open again. and he almost, man, he was sniffing. So I think he's going to cash the Open for me.
Okay. All right. We'll see about that. All right. So the guys I bet, I mean, listen, I've noticed with some of these winners of LIV, it smells fishy. Smells like it's a little rigged sometimes.
What?
I know.
What?
Go figure, right? I mean, I think there's a reason why all the upstanding books, the legal books, won't offer LIV bets in a lot of states. So
let's maybe not upstanding. Okay, let's go with
no,
legal.
they're not. They're actually
these guys are
they're crooks.
Yeah, they're worse criminals. Yeah, they're worse criminals than fucking Vito and Vinny, who ran it fucking 30 years ago.
Offering
No
boosts that lose and can't miss
fucking
locks and
garbage.
parlays and all that stuff. So I'm going to take the cheese and take, I think, 3-time winner at Valderrama. Yes, 3-time winner, Sergio Garcia, 12-1. I know it's terrible odds, but if Sergio's ever going to really do well in one of these events, and he's been actually okay. He finished second in Singapore, 27th at the US Open. So decent finish for him. It seems like he's actually serious about golf now too. He's actually going to an Open Championship qualifier after this tournament. So
is he?
He is. So the guy isn't cooked. He's not just mailing it in like a couple other guys who are going to appear on my betting card a little later on might be doing. So I'll take the cheese with Sergio Garcia, 12-1. Decent Harbor Town as well. So I'll take that. And then why don't we go with his protege, Joaquin Niemann, 20-1. Always believe in the talent. He was okay at the U.S. Open, but really good finish at Wilmington. That's a Robert Trent Jones. I think he's got a top 10 at Silverado. That's a Robert Trent Jones. Top 10s at Harbor Town. Robert Trent Jones top 10s at Detroit Golf Club too. So I think he kind of can handle these tight tree lines, shorter places. Yeah. And I just believe in the kid's talent. So 21 to Joaquin Niemann. This is gross, and this is a guy you hate. Short, tree lined, $6,900. Don't need to hit driver. Kevin Na, 45-1.
Oh, fuck off, dude. Kevin Na sucks. And he's a terrible human being.
He does suck, but he is a terrible human being. But terrible human beings tend to win on LIV events. And I mean, really good at Harbor Town. He's got a couple of good finishes at Silverado. He got an 8th place finish at DC, 8th in Tucson. So he's not totally dead on the LIV tour. So, and look, I mean, like if Danny Lee can win a LIV event, I mean, Kevin Na can win a LIV event. I mean, at a golf course, I think it's a decent match for him. It's fine. And then how about 110-1 on Graham McDowell, former winner Harbor Town, former winner Valderrama. I think he finished 13th in Australia. He's had a couple okay finishes. He finished 3rd at some random Indonesian event last year too, so he's not totally dead.
His restaurant here in Ponte Vedra is the balls. So yeah, I love some Graham McDowell. I go like they serve really good prime rib on Fridays, make exquisite fucking old fashions, have like random good cheesecake, and they make a mean prime rib as well. So yeah.
Well, there you go. Then why don't you join me on Graham McDowell then? If you
really fuck it. I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. 13th in Mayakoba, and I think if you can do well at Mayakoba, you probably can do well at this place too. So, and then my matchup going right back to Graham McDowell, plus 100 over Lee Westwood. I just talked about a guy who seems like he just is kind of retired and mailing it in. That is Lee Westwood, pretty much his entire tenure on LIV, not even trying to attempt to go for the Open. Same with Ian Poulter, by the way. So he doesn't seem like he's really interested in playing golf anymore. His last 4 results on LIV: 36th, withdraw, 39th, 36th. His highest finish on LIV is 20th this year.
Nice.
That is a dude who doesn't seem like he's very interested in playing golf anymore.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
There you go.
Yeah, I like it. And yeah, Wasp. I definitely need a real book, but I live in Florida, so that's a fucking problem. I don't know if I'm making it to the Cape this summer, but if I do, I'll definitely hit you. Just hit me up on Twitter. Just DM me on Twitter.
There you go. Love the comments, American Wasp. Appreciate it, buddy. You always come in. Well, I won't be here, but when I get back, I'd love to do a lot more interactions on you. During the show here. So thank you for
it. Only slightly irritates him when other people derail him, not just me.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll have one more show tomorrow. I won't be unless my wife goes into labor. But then after that, I'll be gone. But yeah, you got anything else before we get out of here?
No, that's it. I'll do my first round leaders tomorrow.
Are you? Because you've said you've been doing first round leader videos, and I haven't seen any show up
I
on
did.
YouTube.
Did I do one last week? I
No,
did one
you
last
didn't.
week.
People are pining for them. Okay.
No one's pining for them. But yes.
What are you talking? What are you? Okay, I don't like that shit. That shit attitude right there. You are the first round leader king.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
You got these claws, and you gotta know what to do with them. Man, okay.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want the PG-13 Boston camper. I want the guy. The rated
all right.
R Boston
Fine.
camper,
Fine.
okay?
Fine.
Let's go.
Fine. All right. I'll probably have like. I end up like 4 or 5 guys. I started pulling up the 2 times early, and then I had kid shit to do. But yeah, so fuck yeah, I'll have my first round leader tomorrow, and then we'll do the fucking reaction final thoughts video tomorrow night.
There we go. All right. We'll see you tomorrow night then.
See you tomorrow night, fuckers. Later.